And good evening, Magic Muskrats. Risen Dragon here with a really interesting deck for you this evening. Now, I must put out there that, I have not been putting out as many videos lately, especially after Forgotten Realms came out. There are a few reasons for that. One of them is the fact that, wife and kids came home from Florida last week, so haven't had as much time to do videos to devote to, or had much time to devote to videos. But also, too, secondly, is the fact that with the new set, just kind of playing with some decks, doing a lot of brewing, figuring out what works, what doesn't. I did have a deck that was in Prismari colors, which is red and blue, and it was kind of based around D20 rolling, and it really didn't work out all that well. Like, literally, I lost like 10 straight games in best of one just simply because it wasn't clicking. But this is a deck that I hope does click, and one of the cool things I like about D&D is the fact that when you're creating a character, you pick an alignment to go with it, which is kind of the ethos of your character. Do they bend more towards individuality versus a code that they go through? And one of the things I really enjoy about the new Magic card set is the fact that it harkens back to a lot of the themes of what I grew up playing. Like, Dungeons and Dragons has been a part of my life since like I was in middle school, so it's been an amazing set. So I would love to create decks around the alignments. There are 9 alignments, and we're going to start off with Lawful Good, which basically is like your paladins, your good fighters, and good clerics and stuff like that. So, and occasionally you get a Lawful Good rogue, but very, very rare. But anyways, so let's go into the cards, and you'll see it's kind of a combination of angels with some spot removal, as well as some control aspects as well, and you're going to see how that works in a moment. First thing we look at is Paladin class, and I really like the class feature. I love the class enchantment. It's like a saga you can upgrade. I really enjoy it. Okay, and this one's actually kind of cool because spells your opponents cast during your turn cost 1 more to cast. Kind of shuts down a little bit of some of the control-y aspects of the game. Okay, especially that stupid Drown in the Lock. I really don't like that card. But also, too, you can pump your creatures up. They get +1/+1 with the 2nd level, and with the 3rd level, whenever you attack until end of turn, target attacking creature gets +1/+1 for each other attacking creature and gains double strike. So it can get pretty nasty pretty fast. Speaker of the Heavens, we gotta have it because we are playing some lifelink, some life gain in this deck, and ideally we can hit 27 life by the time turn 4 rolls around. But Vigilance and Lifelink, you tap it, create a 4/4 White Angel creature token with flying, activate only if you have at least 7 more life than your starting life total, and only as a sorcery, so you can only really do it on your turn. Youthful Valkyrie, again, we're running angels, so whenever another angel enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Youthful Valkyrie. Comes in handy with Paladin class. Here's some of our spot removal. Scorching Dragonfire, Rip Apart. I like Rip Apart because there's a lot of enchantments that are going around in this particular meta right now, so I like the option of either dealing 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker, or destroying target artifact or enchantment. Okay, Righteous Valkyrie, always a good play. Whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. As long as you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, creatures you control get +2/+2. You get a few of these on the battlefield, you throw down, say, a Resplendent Marshal. When this enters the battlefield or dies, you may exile another creature card from your graveyard. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, other than Resplendent Marshal, that shares a creature type with the exile card. It's kind of a cool card to have. And now here's where things start to get a little interesting, because I originally had Double Vision and Lorehold Command, and I realized how insipid those cards are. So I replaced them with Grandmaster of Flowers, which is, as long as Grandmaster of Flowers has 7 or more loyalty counters on him, he's a 7/7 Dragon God creature with flying and indestructible. Now this particular gentleman has 2 abilities. One of his +1 abilities is target creature without first strike, double strike, or vigilance can't attack or block during your turn. until your next turn. That's actually kind of a cool feature, because one of the big decks right now is rogues, and not a lot of rogues have any of those. So we can shut down some of the other opponent's stuff. Okay, now you might be saying, well, the second one really doesn't come into effect because we're not playing Monk of the Open Hand, and that's okay. The first one's actually really good. Okay, Starnheim Unleashed, always a good card. This, you can foretell this. It really plays well into this Valkyrie right here. But basically, you create a 4/4 white Angel Warrior token with flying and vigilance. If the spell was foretold, create X of those creatures instead. So, incredibly good card to have here. Draconic Intervention. This one's a little touchy. I think I might swap this out for a Doomscar. But as an additional cost to cast the spell, exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. It deals X damage to each non-dragon creature, where X is the exiled card's mana value. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. So it can only really do 4 damage at most due to Starnheim Unleashed, which is why I'm thinking either a Doomscar or a Shatter the Sky would be best here. But also, here's a cool one too. Zariel, which is Archduke of Avernus. Creatures you control get +1/+1. That's his +1 ability, and gain haste until end of turn. So it's always kind of a good thing to have, especially if you have a bunch of your Valkyries coming out onto the field. The 0 capability is create a 1/1 red devil creature token with, when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. And the -6 is you get an emblem with, at the end of the first combat phase on your turn, untap target creature you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. So we can just swing in and swing in again with one of our big guns, and we can go from there. So we are running just a few of the new specialty lands. Cave of the Frost Dragon, basically with 4 and a white, it becomes a 3/4 white dragon creature with flying until the end of turn. Still land also. Den of the Bugbear, kind of the same deal, except with 3 and a red, and it becomes a 3/2 red goblin creature with, whenever this creature attacks, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. It's still a land. In our sideboard, Soulseer, great card to have. We can swap this out with Draconic Intervention or even a Scorching Dragonfire if we need to, if we really need that extra capability. Deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker, plus it also loses indestructible until end of turn. Emiria's Call, in case they're running any mass removal, always a good card to have. Beaming Defiance ducks some of your spot removal. Shatter the Sky basically just destroys all creatures, but it gives the opponent some card draw. So I think what I'm going to do is, actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take out the Draconic Intervention. I'm going to take that out. And we are going to put in Doomscar. And boom. We're just going to do that. So we can foretell that. And plus it'll give our opponent something to guess with when we are foretelling, say, Starnheim Unleashed. But anyway, so this is our deck. It's a new take, I think, on an angel play. Usually think of angels as like you pair it off with clerics in like the Orzhov colors, which is black and white. But this one, black and red angels, it could work. And I think that it fits the theme of lawful good, because it shuts people down in a lawful way, but also removes threats when they need to be. So what I want to do is, in all my videos, we do a best of 1 and then we do a best of 3, just so you can see how the deck performs in both of those settings, and you can make the tweaks, and you decide how well you want to tweak those decks. So, as always, leave a like, leave a subscribe. Let's get into the games. We are against Big Ed 77. I'm going to keep this. Reason being, we have Speaker of the Heavens, we have our removal. Let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. Throw down our Speaker of the Heavens to begin. And we're off against Big Ed 77. Hopefully we'll draw into some of our other 1 and 2 drops. Okay, or we just draw into some land. You know what? Let's keep them guessing. And I'm guaranteed this is probably a cycling build. Nope. Interesting. Shrine build? It's gotta be shrines. Neither. Okay, well, they're about to get a little bit of a surprise. Maybe. So we'll do that. I'm thinking they may have a... Oh, stern dismissal. Okay, well, that works. Because what we can do next is... let me throw down... Maybe. Alright, we'll see about that. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Throw down Speak of the Heavens. If they counter it, we're in good shape. So we'll gain some life. Youthful Valkyrie may not hit the board. Okay, we get another Stern Dismissal. And we're probably going to get countered. Nope, it stays. Okay. Well. Or, no, just gets returned to our hand. Alright, well. So this is just kind of like a bounce everything build, maybe. Interesting. Well, we are going to put down... You know, we're going to swing in first. We're going to swing in first. We're going to take it. I'm going to throw down Youthful Valkyrie first. Simply because if they don't counter it, I think they have a counter, so I'm going to hold up the Righteous Valkyrie. I'm going to hold that up. And what we can do now is we can Scorching Dragonfire the Brazen Borrower. It goes bye-bye. And we see what they do next. Okay, it is a Shrine build. Dang dog. Alright, well. Woofer. Not liking that at all. Alright, so we're going to do that. And we are going to cast Rip Apart. And see how that comes into play. Never mind my dog. I'm guessing they gotta Shatter the Sky now. Yeah, or Mass Removal. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna Master of Flowers. And we're just going to do that. We're gonna search our graveyard and find absolutely nothing. Realm Cloaked Giant is definitely an... Oh! Alright, so this is definitely like a Shrine Control build, I'm thinking. Okay. So we're going to foretell a Resplendent Marshal. Or not, I'm sorry. We're going to foretell the Starnheim Unleashed. I'm going to cast Resplendent Marshal. I'm going to decline this because we don't have any other cards to kind of play around. Sanctum of Calm Waters, okay. Starnheim Unleashed is going to do 2. We're going to do 2. And now they got an Army of Angels to worry about. They could easily... Yeah, so they do that. They'll easily probably draw into some form of mass removal, which is going to hurt us. But I think we got him. Okay. That works. All right. We are up to silver 2. Cool. We are against Mangelito in our best of 3 matchup. As soon as Mangelito... There we go. Okay, so they go first. We keep, because we've got first turn threat, removal on the second... Goblin Javelineer. Okay, interesting. Well, this is mono red. So you know what? We're going to hold up the Speaker of the Heavens because I have a feeling this is going to go fast. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, guess what? Do I Scorching Draft? No, you know what we're going to do? We're going to foretell that. No stompy stomp yet. And I'm okay with that. Because what we are going to do... Ooh, alright. That's an interesting card. I haven't seen that one in a while. So that one goes back to the hand. So this is what we do. We are going to put down a... Speaker of the Heavens. We're going to hold up the... we're going to hold up our mana here. If they decide to stomp our guy, which they're going to do, you know what, just Goblin Javelin here. Okay, they've got something to buff that up. Unleash Fury, I'm guessing. And they just let it die. Okay. So, yeah, that's going bye-bye. Thundering Rebuke. Second straight match, we've seen that one. Grand Master of Flowers is going to come down. And, again, we're not going to use... Yeah, we're just going to end our search. Again, we're not going to use the... we're not going to use the... Oh, jeez. Yeah, that was a bad play. Oh, wow. Okay, another Thundering Rebuke. That's a popular card. And the reason I say that was popular is because in the previous matchup, in the previous best of 3, we had a few used against us. So, you know what? Let's go Starnheim Unleashed. As much as I know I've got the Youthful Valkyrie in there, but I just really want a big threat on the board right now. 4/4 flyers are nothing to be ashamed of. Unless they have another Thundering Rebuke, and I'm going to be very, very sad. Okay, Shatter Skull Charger, so we'll at least lose one of these. It does have Trample, but I'm thinking Rimrock Knight might be coming down, or whatever that buff card is. Make your mark. Oh, now it gets... And now it... 3/2 Spirit Token, okay. Den of the Bug... Okay, Rip Apart. Rip Apart. Youthful Valkyrie. Excuse me. Battling a little bit of a head cold right now. They had me working in no, the Thundering Rebuke. Okay, that works. There's Den of the Bugbear will be coming down this turn. This is actually a really fun card. So it gives us just some extra threats. I love these new lands that they have here for this D&D set. I really do. Oh! We are against Rakdos. That's a surprise. Okay, didn't see that one coming. Yeah, so, hey, that's not fun. Yeah, I think they're going to target the Valkyrie, I think. Why would you target a Goblin? Oh, Magic Missile. Ooh, that's a fun card. Okay, well then, Den of the Bugbear's coming down. You've got a response, don't you? Yep. Yeah. Okay, well, that stinks. So now it's a matter of who's drawn into more removal. And if it's them, we're in a little bit of... Yeah, I don't know if we're in a little bit of trouble, but certainly it's not good. Yeah, you know what? We're going to hold up the mana just in case they decide they want to do something. I think on the end step, if they don't play anything, we will swing him. Ooh. That's no cool. Okay, so that's fun. And by fun, I mean not. Oh, we should have done that. Okay, that's all good. So, it dies. You'll die. Okay. And you go bye-bye. It has to attack. You're gonna force my poor Valkyrie to attack, man. What could you possibly have for 3? That's okay. And we're gonna hold up the Rip Apart because reasons. if they have a card, well, actually, no, we can't hold that up because that's a sorcery. I forgot that's a sorcery. It should be an instant, but yeah, it is what it is. They're going to use Den of the Bugbear, and we're going to be very sad. So we're taking 4. Okay, so in another planes. So we can't really hold up the can't really hold up the rip apart, but it should. They do have quite a bit of removal, so I am a little leery about that. Okay, so we can at least block the Bugbear. We can at least block that, so we're only taking 2. We've just drawn into all our land. Drawn into all our land. I think we're just gonna have to keep doing this. I mean, we're not gonna... We can't race the guy. We can't race him. So... we might as well do that. I mean, we just got unlucky, I think, this particular time around. Yeah, that's no good. That is not good. They had a ton of removal in this deck. Old Priest of Oblivion. And they're gonna kick it. So that comes back, and yeah, it doesn't matter what we do, I think we're dead. And it just returns to their hand, okay. Well, it's got Menace, and we're dead. Yeah, alright. Okay, so I think we gotta go, this is clearly not working right there. I think Shatter the Sky is better. We'll swap that out, and we'll see what happens. We also didn't draw into our Paladin class that time around, and I think that particular game, I think, kind of showed how even if we're up against an aggressive sort of deck, we can hold our own against it. So I think that we'll keep this video even if we lose. But we shall see. Alright, here we go for game number 2. Game number 2. I will play first. We will keep this. Reason being, we got the Youthful Valkyrie to put down. And of course, if they have Thundering Rebuke, that's not going to be pleasant, but I think it might be okay. I mean, yeah, nah. Here comes the power word kill, or one of the, oh, Battlecry Goblin. What is this deck? Okay. Okay. You know, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. Okay. And we'll attack. So, interesting. Be a very interesting play. I think, let's use Thirst. Okay, and Thundering Rebuke. Where is it? I know you have it. Yep, I know you have it. Ooh, Royal Eruption. So they just have all the removal. I'm going to decline that. It's just one of those... Oof. Okay, rip apart. Yeah, we're gonna rip you apart. And we're gonna foretell this. Get us some angel tokens next turn. Shatter Skull. Oh, Sedge. Oh my gosh. This is a very interesting build. I like it. So you're not quite sure what you're gonna expect out of it, which I like. Okay. This creates us two angels. I'm guessing Thundering Rebuke or you know, I mean, good lord. Heated Debates. Wow. Jeez. And of course the Sedgemoor Witch comes in. Good gosh. This is a very interesting build. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see. I think we're gonna go with a mountain. Now the question is, do we do Den of the Bugbear? No. We don't do that because we can foretell this too, so. Alright. Well, this ought to keep things somewhat interesting, at least. Yep, Thundering Rebuke. It's just a very intriguing build. I like it quite a bit. I think we're gonna have to Doomscar. Yeah, we're gonna Doomscar. And you're gonna gain some life. Oh, yeah, we couldn't do that. We couldn't put down our heavens. That's okay. Carter Doomscourge. Okay, well. Rip apart, you will be. Maybe. Okay, Speaker of the Heavens. Alright, let's see what happens. Obviously that's gonna die, because they have every single thing of removal. Resplendent Marshal. Well, at this point it's just like, we can put our threats down, and this is why we're doing it. And they have Demon Bolt. They have every removal. They have everything of removal. Look at all this. I just want you to see this, because this is pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yikes. Alright, so Den of the Bugbear is going to come in. This is also going to come in. Okay. So I'm hoping that maybe they've run out of gas, so to speak. No, they're going to pump that up. Gain haste. Smack me silly. And put this here. Den of the Bugbear. They have removal. Of course, they'll pump up their Battlecry Goblin. Alright, so we lose a land, but you know, we get in for something. And again, we get in for something. Maybe. Heated debate. Alright, well, might get lucky here, kids. I doubt it, though, especially with that on the board. Alright, so we're just gonna... Yeah, so Den of the Bugbear is gonna come in. I mean, we're holding our own against this deck. Sedgemoor Witch. And the Bugbear, of course, will come in. We'll take 4. More mountains. No attacks. My hope is that... Okay, so... You sure that's a good idea? They probably have another Sedgemoor Witch. So... Or they've got a pump spell. I don't know why they didn't do that. Okay, well... That can attack. But it doesn't really matter because we're just gonna get hit with the Den of the Bugbear. So that kind of stinks. I think we were premature in attacking with the Bugbear. Yeah, so that's gonna be not much for the world. Yep, there we go. But at least it's a good distraction. At least we're not taking additional damage.
Always more to learn.
Righteous Valkyrie. Of course, this is probably not going to survive. It's just the way that this person's deck is centered. But it seems like they've run into the same issue as us. Righteous Valkyrie. Maybe they have. Okay. So this is promising. This is promising. Goblin Javelineer, okay. Yeah, they decide no. If they don't get... They're dead. Okay, cool. So we're going to go into our third game. I think we keep what we have. Even if this match ends in a loss, I do want to keep this video, and I hope you stuck through it. Simply because I think that this particular build is very conducive to creativity. No one's going to expect that sort of Lorehold Angels sort of thing, and I always like building decks like this. If that were faster, I'd keep it. This one I think is okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to keep our Shatter this guy. Yeah, we can't get this down quite yet, but at least we can scry. Yep, we find more land. Hopefully. Hopefully we'll find more land. Let's see, Battlecry Goblin. That will die. That is dead. No. You do not get to live. Excuse me. No, you do not get to live. Like I said, I've been kind of battling an upper head cold. I know it's not COVID because I've got the vaccinations. So Goblin Javelineer is gonna come in. Okay. They foretell that. Okay. Let's go with Righteous Valkyrie. That's probably a Demon Bolt, just so we can trigger it out of them. Or just so we can counter it out of them. Or not counter it out of them, but force it out of them. Okay, Thundering Rebuke. Okay. Like I said, we just run into so much removal with this particular... against this particular deck. I'm a little... Well, I can't say I'm a little surprised by it, but... Yeah, I am surprised how much removal this person is running. And again, I like what I see. I might ask this guy for the deck list later. I wish this thing had a chat sometimes. One of those is gonna die. Yep. Jeez, poison the cup. Good lord. My goodness. It's just like remove. Good lord. Alright, well. I'm guessing we're gonna get tossed around. Yep. Blood Chief's Thirst, okay. Battlecry Goblin. So they'll pump that up. Don't quite have pack tactics, but I think that's... Okay. Shatter the Sky. And now we're going to be in top deck mode. Now we're in top deck mode. So... I'm going to foretell that. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And they'll poison the cup or Demon Bolt. Yep. Okay. Again, it's just crazy how much removal we have come up against here. Goblin Javelineer is never fun. I mean, just insane. It's just absolutely crazy. I'm gonna get beaten to death with a Goblin Javelineer. Although this happened in the last match too, where we kind of got land flooded in the beginning. Right, Resplendent Marshal. We'll try it. I don't think it's gonna survive, but I don't think it's gonna survive. Goblin Javelineer, okay. Okay. And they don't do anything. Okay, well. My thought is I think we need to get in for something. I mean, yeah. We need to get in for something here. So, there's another Demon Bolt, or a Poison the Cup, or something. Speaker of the Heavens. Yep, another Demon Bolt. Well. Unfortunately, if we block, it's not going to do anything. Grandmaster of Flowers. Well,
I will defend the weak, for I shall not let you harm others.
probably should have buffed that up, but what are you going to do? Thunder and Rebuke. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Because you have every single removal card in your deck. You can have that one damaged, kid. Really? Okay. Well, guess what? You can die and I'm going to gain 2 life, so I'm okay with that. Sedgemoor Witch. Demon Bolt. No. Yeah. That's a trap. That is a trap. I mean, I just wish we didn't draw into so much land. Alright, well, we're going to swing in anyways because I think we're dead in 2 turns if we don't draw into another... If we don't draw into another creature, we're dead. Next turn. So, doesn't matter. Just look at all this removal. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7 things of removal. And I don't care. I'm taking the 3 damage. Good game. Alright. Well, we gave it our best, and sometimes it doesn't work, and we're gonna lose a rank, but that's okay. Alright, I will catch you in the postmortem. Alright, so as you saw in that particular video, you know, this deck does have some resilience, and I think that just that best of 3 matchup where we just ran up against every single form of removal possible. I mean, that was just crazy. That was just nuts. But anyways, I think this is a good deck to experiment with. I think it's definitely got some flexibility. It's definitely got some potential. I think that against some slower builds, I think that it definitely could do quite a bit of damage. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please be on the lookout. I will be doing another video tomorrow. It's been a while since I've done 2 videos in a day, but I think, or not in a day, but 2 videos in 2 days. But I think tomorrow we're going to do a video on our Chaotic Evil build. We're going to go from Lawful Good to Chaotic Evil, and I hope you join us for that. I'm probably going to shoot that tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, you know, may all your spells hit the board, may all your draws be godlike. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your evening.